kind of giving your experience on the school board, can you kind of tell us what that was like during COVID? You know, we just saw the recall in the San Francisco school board members, and just seems like so many people are angry at school boards up and down the state. What was it like being on the school board in the middle of COVID-19?
It was really challenging. Like
Right.
our meeting, well, one thing I would say is that what Zoom did afford us, kind of going to that format, was that a lot more people started to get really engaged in what was happening, not only because, you know, their kids were on the line, and schooling schedules were on the line, but because they now had access. So we went from having, you know, a good healthy, you know, couple dozen to at times like 200, 300 people participating in Zoom meetings. And I don't think that people really understood, maybe they did, but when you close down our schools, you close down our economy, you close down,
Right.
you know, childcare, you close down safety nets for children who were like struggling with food security and safe housing opportunities for the duration of their day. And so that was really kind of what weighed heavily on me most, like the fact that we in America haven't really reconciled the prominence of our school systems. And then when our schools closed, lo and behold, you know, suicide rates went up, food insecurity went up, mental health needs went up considerably. People weren't able to get to work. And so on the one hand, I was thankful that COVID kind of shined such a bright light on our need to invest in education, which has been my life's passion. And on the other hand, it was heartbreaking to see, you know, week after week, our kids struggling with the issues that they were, and being resilient around, you know, stepping into distance learning and seeing parents struggle. It was hard.
Right.
But it did give me the, like, you know, no questions asked in terms of inspiration I needed to pursue an election, because I knew that, you know, 40 to 45% of the general fund goes to education,
Right.
and to be smarter about how we use those funds.
You kind of pointed out, you know, you spent so much time in education, you know, academically in the nonprofit space. Is there something that happened in COVID where it was like, aha, this is finally coming to light? I had this theory, I had this feeling, and now that, you know, it's here, it's being shown.
I mean, I think one of the things that we need to just recognize is that we have been underinvesting for far too long in our educational system, in our K-12 system, in our early childcare system as well, and even in our higher ed. So I think recognizing that when things went haywire, everybody started to look to the schools. Like, our schools became our public health centers, for goodness sake, right? We were contact tracing, we were vaccinating, we were testing, and
Feeding
that
people.
feeding people, like everything, and that you know, the importance and the centrality of our schools, I think, was the part that hopefully, as parents, struggled to be their own, you know, kids' teachers, certainly like shone a bright light on. Even we have 3 kids. We had 2 school-age kids who had to move to Zoom and distance learning, and, you know, working parents, both of us also trying to support our kids in that experience. You know, we felt it too as a family.
Make sure you click the button below and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all our news and updates.
Are called dreamers.